Welcome to Change Bites with Rafa Mustafa, where change management insights are shared in small, practical bites. Tune in for actionable tips and real-world strategies, with an infographic summary available on the Agile-Brainz LinkedIn page and website. Let's dive into today's episode.
Ever spent more time chasing SME input than actually pulling your newsletter or comms plan together? Maybe you've sent out requests, followed up one by one, and only got the updates at the last minute. Or not at all. Or worse, you've been waiting on that Word document no one's even opened yet. Sound familiar? You are not alone. In this episode of Change Bites, we are diving into a smart, time-saving tool that can make stakeholder collaboration a breeze, especially when working with SMEs. Say hello to Microsoft Loop in Teams. Let's explore what it is, how to use it, and why it might just be your new favorite way to work with stakeholders. First up, what is Microsoft Loop? Microsoft Loop is a flexible, real-time collaboration tool that lives inside Microsoft Teams and other M365 apps. It lets you create small pieces of content called Loop components that stay in sync wherever they're shared. You can think of it as a live editable content block. You can create things like checklists, bullet points, tables, task lists, and even paragraphs. And the best part, everyone can edit at the same time, and you can see who's in the loop and actively editing in real time. It's great for fast collaboration. So how do you actually use it in your day-to-day change work? You can find Loop components directly in a Teams chat. Just click on the Loop icon in the message toolbar and choose the component type that suits your purpose, like a table or bullet list. Let's say you are running a monthly newsletter and need input from your SMEs. Instead of chasing them individually or managing multiple Word documents, launch a Loop table in your SME group chat. Label the columns to guide their input. Something like project manager update, system updates, operational updates. You can even ask them to contribute more engaging content like behind the scenes story that builds up desire and curiosity about the new system. Loop is a simple way to enrich your newsletter while positioning SMEs as visible contributors in the change journey. Now, why does it work so well, especially for change managers? Loop really shines when you need to gather quick input, updates, or insights from your SMEs without setting up a whole formal process. Let me share a few ways I've used it in real-life change projects. It's been a real time saver. First up, frequently asked questions. Loop is great for capturing the common questions SMEs are hearing on the ground. Just drop in a quick prompt and they can add questions as they come up. It helps you spot patterns early and respond before confusion turns into resistance. Another useful one is training material validation. If you need SMEs to review proposed training topics or confirm key steps in a process, you can just create a Loop checklist or table and let them edit directly. Quick and easy. Let's not forget change impact input. Loop works really well for capturing how changes might affect day-to-day operations across different teams. SMEs can quickly add their perspective without needing to wade through a formal document. And finally, one more way I've used Loop in real-life projects is to develop communication talking points. When you are drafting comms, SMEs can help shape the messaging or suggest examples that feel grounded in real team experiences, which makes your comms more relatable and trusted. So, whether it's updates, insights, or even just a quick check-in, Loop gives you a lightweight, collaborative space to bring SME input into your change work without the usual delays. And because it's in Teams, your stakeholders don't need to open a separate document. They just jump in and type. SMEs often respond faster when it feels informal. Dropping input directly into a Teams chat feels quicker and easier than clicking through to a Word file. They're more likely to engage when the process fits naturally into their daily workflow. Another feature I love about Loop is that you can add a visual cover to set the tone. It's a small touch, but it really helps make the component stand out and feel purposeful. For instance, when I'm gathering SME input for a newsletter, I might add a newsletter style cover. If it's for comms update, I'll use something fun like speech bubbles. It makes it more inviting and engaging for SMEs to contribute. And here is a tip I use all the time. Design your loop once and pin it to the chat. Then just reuse it whenever you need input for the same task, like the monthly newsletter. I simply update the date at the top, clear out the previous responses, and keep the table headings the same. To make it even easier, I copy and paste the loop link back into the chat, so it's front and center again. No scrolling, no confusion. Your SMEs know exactly where to go and what to do, and that means they're more likely to jump in and contribute quickly. And if you're wondering, why not just use a Word file in Teams? It's a great question. Word is ideal for structured documents like reports or detailed plans. But Loop is built for quick real-time input. It's fast, informal, and lives right in your chat. No file opening, no version confusion. It's not about replacing Word. It's about using the right tool for the task. And when you need fast, focused input from SMEs, Loop is the better fit. Final thought before we wrap up. If you're juggling SME input, tight comms timelines, and engagement planning, give Loop a go. It's not just another tool. It's a simpler, smarter way to collaborate when time is tight and clarity matters most. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Change Bites. For a quick reference, head over to the Agile-Brainz LinkedIn page, where you will find the Insights snapshot with all the highlights from today's episode. And if this sparked an idea for your own change toolkit, don't forget to follow, share, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Until next time, keep changing smart.
Thanks for tuning in to Change Bites. We hope these insights inspire meaningful change. For more resources, follow Agile-Brainz on LinkedIn and check the podcast notes for all shared links. Be sure to follow the podcast for more tips.